today as I guide you through a vinyasa flow. My name is Sadie, and as far as any props that you might want to consider having today would be blocks or something to just lift your hands up a little bit from the ground in a standing split or half moon if you like to have something there, or even just a low lunge. Sometimes it's nice to have a prop or a block. Books or something underneath your hands is always an option. Also, if you find that your shoulders are tight or your elbows and you need to have a strap or a towel behind you when clasping together, that's an option to have that near you as well. So we're going to begin today in just our nice mountain pose. Standing with your feet flat down on the ground. Feet are about hip width apart. Stacking your joints on top of each other from your shoulders all the way down to your feet. And just finding that connection with the ground as you place the balls of the feet down gently, equally distributing the weight between the balls of the feet, the heels, your inner arches, and your outer edges of your feet. So just kind of finding that sweet spot, find that connection, roll the shoulders back. Let's find some movement, some relaxation in our shoulders. So as you're standing here, just making sure that you're not hyperextending your knees. Keep a nice fluid, soft bend in the knees. Just gently rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Just starting to take some deeper breaths in and out here. Good. Rolling the shoulders the opposite direction. Bringing your shoulders to some stillness here as you bring your head down, bringing the chin down into your chest. You can take your hands and gently place them on the back of your head, getting a little bit of depth here and stretch in the back of your neck. And then slowly starting to bring your chin up, releasing your hands, feeling the stretch in your throat. Maybe some little movement here if that feels good. Just starting to wake up. Loosen our neck. Let's do that one more time. Let's bring our head down into our chest. Staying for your exhale as you bring your chin down just a little bit closer. And then on your next inhale, slowly bringing the chin up towards the sky, relaxing the head back as you exhale. Maybe you have some tightness here and you need to do it a couple more times. That's up to you. And then slowly bringing one ear. Let's take our right ear to our right shoulder. Good. Coming all the way back up. Left ear, left shoulder. Good. Noticing where there's tightness. Let's do that a few more times on each side. Staying as long as you want. Maybe taking the opposite hand, drawing it out. Switching sides whenever you're ready. Good. Staying a little bit longer, doing one more on each side. Feel free to close your eyes. Bringing your head back up to center. Let's do some gentle rolls with our head, just massaging our neck just a little bit more. You can start off with some semicircles or working all the way through. Just make sure you're breathing. And maybe even pausing in a place where you are feeling extra tight, just to allow a little bit of extra love right there. Good. Spending 2 or 3 more deep breaths in and out as you're rotating your neck around. back into center. Good, let's warm up our wrists, bringing your hands into a fist and interlacing your hands together, drawing some figure eights. And other direction. Good. Releasing the interlacing, making fists and drawing some circles here. And circles the other direction. Good. Any sort of wrist stretch that you really like to do, now is a good time to do that. Maybe waking up the fingers, some spirit fingers here. All right, warming up our back with pinching our shoulders together. So taking your hands out in front of you, palms facing up, elbows are down by your ribs. At a 90 degree, we're gonna open up the hands to the side, drawing the thumbs back, pinching the shoulder blades together. Pull your belly in, and then bring your hands back to close. Good, we're gonna do that a few times, opening up, and closing it in. Good, a few more, drawing the thumbs back behind you. And let's do 3 more. See if you can come a little bit deeper here as we finish this final one. And relaxing the arms by your side. Draw your shoulders back, rolling them back behind. And one more time, coming forward. All right, bringing your legs a little bit closer together. Bringing your arms out in front of you. Sitting in chair. Good. Squeezing your glutes, lifting all the way back up. Exhale, sink into chair. Good. Inhale, lift. Good. Doing that a few more times. Sinking down, maybe gazing down, making sure that you can see your feet as you're down in chair, and then pressing all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Good. One more time, sinking down, staying here in your chair, and then coming up onto your toes, just lifting your heels slightly. Sinking down just a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, heels come down, forward fold, slight bend in the knees, relax your neck and head. Shake it out. Bending into the knees, sink your hips down, squeeze your belly in, lifting your arms up for chair. Exhale, forward fold. Good, one more time, sink the knees. Bring the hips down, lift the arms, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Coming into a halfway lift, hands can be down on the floor, creating a flat back, hands on the shins as well, or even the thighs. Roll the shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Again, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Pressing into your feet, root to rise. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Reach up. Hands come down to your heart. Finding some movement here as we continue to warm up our spine. Inhaling, lifting the arms, reaching up. Slight arch as we send our belly forward. Hips come forward. Shoulders roll back. Squeeze the glutes. Protect your back here. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, root to rise. Reach all the way up. Breathe in. Exhale, arch the back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Good, halfway lift. Hands down. Bringing the hands down to the ground. Step back to your downward facing dog. of your practice. Really take your time here. Bend one knee. Press the opposite heel down, pedaling out your feet, shake out your head. Fingers are spread apart, hands are shoulder width apart. You can close your eyes here and just breathe into the stretch. And then when you're ready, find some stillness with your feet. Allow your heels to sink down, soft bend in the knees. Press the hands into the mat, sending your chest down and back. Good. From here, we're going to bend our knees slightly, letting them hover over the ground. You'll notice that your hands are pretty far out in front of you, so here we're going to shift forward, sending our shoulders over our hands. Pull the belly in, a little bit of core work here. Good, breathe here. 2 more, deep breaths in, deep breaths out. When you're ready, press back into your hands for downward facing dog. We're going to do that 2 more times. Bending into the knees, allowing them to hover. Shift your body forward, stacking your shoulders over your hands. Pull the belly in. 5 deep breaths in and out here. Send your shoulder blades a little bit higher up. Feeling that stretch in the arches of your feet. Remembering to breathe. 1 more breath in. Exhale, down dog. Good, last one, hovering on your knees, or over your knees. Good. Hovering your knees over the ground, shifting your shoulders forward. Pull the belly in. One more breath in. 1 more breath out. Lower the knees down, child's pose. You can bring your arms down by your sides. Rolling circles with your fists. Massaging your wrists. Relaxing your shoulders, maybe rocking your forehead from side to side. Just take a deep breath in, part your lips. Exhale, sigh it out. Do that 1 more time. Take a really deep breath in. Sigh it out. Walking your hands out in front, reaching forward, pressing up, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, shifting forward into plank. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhaling, shifting forward into plank. Exhale, down dog. Good. This time we're coming all the way forward into plank. You can bring your knees down or lower just halfway for your chaturanga. And then find yourself in cobra. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Press up gently. So keeping an eye on your back here. How does your back feel? Roll the shoulders back. Make sure you're not collapsing down. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, release down. Good. Tuck your toes under, press up, downward facing dog. Walking your feet just a little bit closer together. Bringing the right leg up. 3-leg dog. Relax your left heel down towards the ground. Draw circles with your lifted ankle and draw circles with your lifted toes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Inhale, extend. Good. This time, stepping the right foot forward as you exhale. Dropping the left knee down for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Bring the arms up. Cactus arms. Good. Fingers are spread apart. Slight arch here. Send your heart up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down. Half split. This is where it's nice to use your blocks. Peeling your hips back, straightening the front leg, flexing your front toes. Good, staying here for another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good, bending into the knee. Remove your blocks off to the side. Step forward, forward, fold. Good, halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, rise all the way up, reaching up towards the sky. Exhaling, chair. Good, inhaling, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Hands come down to the ground, stepping back to plank. Moving through Vinyasa flow as you shift forward. You can bring your knees down or stay lifted. Chaturanga. Finding Sphinx or Cobra. Or if you feel ready for your up dog, straighten your arms. Allow your thighs to hover. Downward facing dog when you're ready. Lifting the left leg in the air. Draw circles with your left toes. Allowing the right heel to sink down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Inhale, extend back. Stepping the left foot forward for a low lunge. Slowly bringing the right knee down. Lifting the arms when you're ready. Cactus arms here. Slight arch. Reaching the heart forward, lengthening your spine. Inhale. Exhale, half split. Hands to the ground or to your blocks. Straightening the front leg, flexing your left toes, relaxing your neck and head. Coming back in through center. Tuck your back toes, step forward, forward fold. Good, sinking your hips down here in your chair, lifting the arms up, bringing your hands to your heart. Good, take a deep breath in, exhale, twist to your right. Locking that left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Heart is higher than your hips. Coming back in through center. Inhale, exhale, twisting to your left. Breathing through the twist. Inhaling, coming back in through center. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, and then root to rise. Reach all the way up, reach up towards the sky. Hands come down to your heart. Good. Separating your feet here for your ragdoll. Bringing your hands down by your sides. You can interlace your hands behind your back. You can keep your arms in front of you, your choice. If your hands are behind your back, interlace, draw the thumbs down your spine, opening up your heart, pinching your shoulder blades together. Take a deep breath in, and wherever you are, bend your knees as you slowly fold forward into your ragdoll. Shaking out your head. If you have a towel or you're clasping your knuckles behind you, see if you can lift your hands higher towards the sky. For one more deep breath in, deep breath out. Release your arms. Grab opposite elbows, sway from side to side. Maybe adding a little bit of a balance here. Shaking your head out, yes and no, finishing with a yes. Seeing if you can bend your knees enough to rest your belly on your thighs. And just enjoying the stretch, the traction between each and every vertebrae. as you hang. Releasing your hands down to the ground. Heel toe your feet together. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, rise all the way up, reaching up towards the sky. Hands come down to your heart. Lifting up, breathe in. Slight arch here as you exhale. See if you can come a little bit deeper. Inhaling, lift. Swan dive, reverse down. Halfway lift. Hands down on the ground. Step back to downward facing dog. Good. Right leg lifts. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Shifting forward, coming on your left tippy toes. Good. Inhale, extend back. This time, knee to right elbow. Pausing here. Inhale, come back. Knee to left elbow coming underneath your body. Good. Inhale, come back. Stepping the right foot forward for your low lunge, bringing the left knee down. Untuck your back toes, lifting your arms. Cactus arms here as we find this deep stretch. Good. Coming back up through center. Placing your left hand down on the ground or a block, right hand on the knee. We're just going to gently open up the leg here. So you have full control with your right hand as you allow the outer edge of your right foot to be on the ground. Your inner arch is lifted. Good. Bringing the knee back into center. Tuck your back toes. Lift the back foot for a twisted crescent. Lift the right arm up. Shift forward slightly so that the right knee is stepped over your right ankle. Feel that great twist. And lower the right hand down. From here, we're coming into our standing split. If you like to use blocks, place the blocks to frame your front foot. When you're ready, launch up. We're standing on the right foot. Left foot is lifted. See if you become a little bit lighter on your fingers. Gazing underneath your body at your lifted toes, angling the pinky toe down, keeping this a closed hip stretch. Draw the ankle and heel up a little bit higher. Good. Soft bend in the right knee as you gently lower the left foot down for crescent lunge. Inhale, lift the arms. Let's do standing split again as we bring our hands down. Standing split, same leg, lifted. Relax your neck and head. See if you can become a little bit lighter on your fingers. Maybe even letting go with one or both of your hands. Remembering to breathe. Good. Slowly bringing your hands down. One more time for that crescent lunge. Bringing the left foot back. Inhaling, lift. Let's find ourselves in a prayer twist as we bring our hands to our heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, twisting to your right. Beautiful. Coming back in through center. This time, one more standing split, moving into half moon. So gently shifting the weight into your right hand. Your right fingertips can come in between, in front of your right toes, either on a block or the ground. Take your time, set your gaze on something that's not moving. And just know that if you fall out of a pose, you can gently get right back into it. From your half moon, find your warrior two. Bending into the front knee, take your time. Coming into your warrior two. Good. From here, we're going to take that front foot and we're going to lift the heel. And lower. Good. One more time, lifting the front heel. And lower. Reversing your warrior, reaching the right arm forward. Reverse. Coming back into your warrior two. Straightening the front leg for your triangle. Right hand comes down, left arm lifts, opening up your heart towards the ceiling. Good, finding some movement here as we start to bend into the knee, coming through warrior two. So we come into our reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg for triangle. Moving with your breath. Inhaling, reverse your warrior. Exhale, triangle. Good, coming back into your warrior two. Stay here. Cartwheel your hands down. Move your blocks off to the side. Step back to plank. Move through a vinyasa flow. Or just find your child's pose. Taking your time wherever you are, meeting in downward facing dog. Staying in your down dog for 3 deep breaths. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. One more time, breathe in. Exhale. Lifting the left leg in the air. Knee to nose. Round the back. Inhale, extend back. Good, knee to left elbow, pausing here. Inhaling, extend back. Knee to right elbow underneath your body. Inhaling, extend. Good, stepping the left foot forward for your low lunge. Lowering the right knee down. Taking your time and lifting the arms up. Cactus arms here for a nice arch. Bringing your hands down. Right hand down on the ground or on a block. Taking your left hand to your knee and just gently opening up the hip here. So allowing the outer edge of the left foot to roll. You have full control with your hand on your knee to open as deep as you'd like. Taking your time as you slowly bring the knee back in. Lifting the knee up for your twisted crescent. Shifting the left knee over your left ankle. Right arm is down, left arm is lifted. And bringing the left hand down. Coming into a standing split. Blocks or just the ground with your hands. Left foot is down, right foot is going to lift up, launch up. Relax your neck and head. And just taking your time here, setting yourself up, angling your lifted toes down to the ground. Finding some lift in your spine, maybe coming onto your fingertips. Soft bend in your left knee. And coming all the way back into our crescent. Soft bend in the left knee as you lower the right foot down. Crescent lunge. Hands come down, standing split. And one more time, right foot comes down. Crescent lunge. Let's bring our hands to our heart here as we find our prayer twist. Take a deep breath in, exhale, twist to your left. Coming back in through center. Hands come down onto the blocks, standing split as we move into our half moon. Left fingertips in front of the left toes, either on the ground or on a block. Take your time. Remembering to breathe. From here, we're moving into our half moon. Take your time, bend into the front knee, lower the back foot down. Warrior two. Hopefully that didn't confuse you too much. Warrior two here. Lift the front heel. And lower. Again, lifting the front heel. And lower. One more time. Lift the front heel. Lower it down. Reverse the warrior. Reach the front arm. Reach up and back. Good. Coming through triangle. Straightening the front leg. Left hand down. Right arm lifts. Set your gaze wherever it's the most comfortable on your neck. Finding some movement as we bend into the front knee. Coming through our warrior two as we find our reverse. Exhale, straightening the front leg as you find your triangle. Good. Inhaling, moving through to your reverse warrior. Exhaling, triangle. Good. One more time. Finding your warrior two. Staying here. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Stepping the left foot back, moving through a vinyasa flow here. You can add push-ups, you can take anything away. All meeting in child's pose. Breathing here, rocking your head from side to side. Bringing your arms out in front of you, finding downward facing dog. Walking your hands back to your feet. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, and then reverse your swan dive as you reach all the way up towards the sky. Hands come down to your heart. Continuing a little bit more balance here. So we start off in our tree pose, and we move from tree into a few other balances. So just as a little demo here, we're going to start off in our tree. After staying in tree for several breaths, we're going to take our lifted knee and bring it forward. Extend the left leg out. Bringing the left knee in and sending it back for your warrior three. Coming all the way back into lifting the leg. Extending out in front. If you want to go through it again, or we could stop here. Bringing the knee up and extending back. And then coming back into standing. So take your time, breathe through it. If you need to rehydrate, go for it before we get started. So I'm going to demo. So I'll be turning a little bit here from side to side. I'm going to mirror you. So we're going to start with our left foot down. The right foot is going to lift into your tree. You can bring your right foot to your inner ankle. You can keep your foot down as a kickstand. Inner ankle, calf, inner thigh, or across the thigh, just never on the knee. So make sure you're not putting any pressure on the knee. Your shoulders are relaxed. Wherever your hands are, your hands can be at your heart, reaching up towards the sky. Wherever you choose, find your balance. This is always a nice one to do near a wall. And staying here for just another breath. And then slowly starting to bring that knee back out in front of you. Extending the leg out, reaching it forward. Let's add a few little pulses here. So we draw the toes up towards the sky. Good. And then bend the knee back up. Pull the belly in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale for your warrior three. Good. Just staying for another breath or two. Bringing the left knee back up. Extending it forward. You can add some pulses here. Pull the knee back in for your last warrior three as we set the left foot back, reach back, reach back. Breathe here, make sure you're not holding your breath. And then slowly come all the way back in to standing. Shake it out, nice job. Maybe curling out your toes, shake out your shoulders. All right, switching sides. Each side of our body is completely different, so one is going to be easier than the other. Be mindful of that. Left toes can be down as a kickstand. We're looking for some openness in our hips. You can also take your foot to the inner shin, the inner thigh, or across your thigh. Roll the shoulders back. Hands to your heart, up towards the sky or wherever you choose. Creating just a slight bend in the standing knee so you're not hyperextending. And then take notice of the weight distribution on your standing foot. So making sure that it's on the inner arch, the outer edge, the balls of the feet, or of that foot, I guess, and then your heel. Good. One more deep breath in. And deep breath out. We're going to slowly take that lifted knee and bring it out in front of us. Good. Extending it forward. Little pulses here. Draw the knee in, sending the lifted foot back for your warrior three. Keeping your upper body as parallel to the ground as you can. Slowly come all the way back up, bringing the knee in. Breathe in. As you exhale, extend the leg out. Pulse here. Knee comes in. Last time, extending back for your warrior three. And come back into standing. Great job. Shake it out. Curl out your toes. Little heel lifts here. All right, coming to the back of your mat. Inhaling, lifting the arms, reaching up. Exhale, full forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Hands come down, walking your hands forward for downward facing dog. Lifting the right leg in the air. Good, bending into the right knee, opening up your hip. You can stay right here or pivot on your back foot as you flip your dog. Coming back through center. Three-leg dog. Take a deep breath in. Pigeon. Half pigeon here as you bring the right knee to the right wrist. Taking your time as you lower down. Slowly walking your left foot back. Find some lift here. Allowing your hips to sink down. And if your right hip doesn't come down to the ground, this is great for a block or a pillow, whatever you have there, to just help bring the ground up a little bit closer. Good. For more of a challenge, bringing your front leg so that the shin is parallel to the front of your mat is fantastic if your hips are open to that. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, take your time, slowly bringing your upper body down. You're welcome to pause as you breathe in, only coming deeper as you exhale. your hips back a little bit more. Make any adjustments that would feel nice here. Your forehead can come down to a block. You can stack your fists together or bringing your forehead down to the ground comfortably. And we're going to stay here for 5 to 8 deep breaths in and out. So take your time, close your eyes. Just see if you can help open up your hips just a little bit more with each breath. Noticing if you're holding any tension in your face, relax your tongue, relax your jaw. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your upper body is completely relaxed. And 2 more deep breaths in and out. And slowly starting to work your way back up. Maybe finding that king pigeon, a little bit of a quad stretch here as you bend into your left knee. Maybe reaching back and grabbing a hold of the foot. Maybe your foot comes all the way into your elbow crease. Lengthening your spine. Slowly coming out. Removing any blocks. Downward facing dog. As you lift the right leg in the air, one more time to gently massage that right hip, bending into the knee, drawing big circles here, and circles the other direction. Good. Lowering the right foot down to meet the left, doing the same thing on the other side, lifting the left leg up, opening the left knee, staying here for some openness or pivoting on your right foot as you find your flip dog. Right hand stays down, left arm lifts. If you're in your flip dog, see if you can lift your hips just a little bit higher. Drawing the lifted arm down closer to the floor. Flipping back over when you're ready. Finding that 3-leg dog one more time as we slowly bring the left knee into our half pigeon. Left knee to left wrist. Walking the right toes back. Maybe even gazing back, making sure that your toes are pointed all the way back. You can take your leg, front leg, and bring the shin more parallel to the front of your mat. Just like on the other side, if your left hip doesn't comfortably come down to the ground, place something underneath to find that connection. And then just slowly taking your time. You can close your eyes as you slowly bring yourself down on an exhale. Relaxing your neck and head. And just checking into your body as your upper body is completely relaxed. And sending that deep breath all the way down into your hips to help relax and open your hips just a little bit more. And a few more deep breaths. Slowly bringing yourself back onto your hands. Quad stretch on the right side, finding that king pigeon, bringing your hand back, reaching back. Maybe the foot comes into your elbow crease. Breathe here. And slowly releasing. Last downward facing dog as we massage our left hip, bringing the left leg into the air, bending into the left knee, drawing circles. Releasing the left foot down, press back for one deep down dog here, bend the knees, hover, just as we did early on. Staying here for 3 deep breaths. And releasing down. Side saddling, so you're coming all the way down onto your back. Bring the knees into the chest and gently rock a little bit here from side to side. A little bit of abs here as you bring your hands behind your head, legs up towards the sky. And we're just gonna alternate one leg, keeping the legs straight. One leg just hovers. And bring it back. Switching sides. And lift. Continue flexing your toes. Press your low back down into the ground. You can stay right here, moving one leg at a time. Or you can move them simultaneously, kind of that scissor. You want to come a little bit deeper. We're going to alternate our hands to reach the opposite foot. Good. Keep breathing, working your abs wherever you are. And counting down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, almost there, 4, 3, 2, last one. Great job. Hug the knees in. Draw circles with your toes. Good. Last set of abs. Butterfly legs. Bring the soles of your feet together, up in the air. Pull your belly in. See if you can wrap your foot so that you can find that connection with the pinky edge, the outer edge of your foot. You're going to find more ab workout here as you press the feet together. Knees are out. Pull the feet in, hands behind the head. We're only going to lift the lower body. So just a slight rock of the hips. Head can be down on the ground or just slightly lifted. You can bring your head and shoulders up off the ground completely if you want to come a little bit deeper. Wherever you are, just breathe. Little rocks here. If you've lost that connection with the outer edge of your feet, see if you can find that connection again. Pressing the pinky edge and the heels together. Counting down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it. Hold, hold, and release down. Knees into your chest. Draw circles with your toes. And circles the opposite direction. Good. Bringing your feet into butterfly one more time, and then just bringing the soles down, allowing the outer edges of your feet to rest down, maybe a little lift of the hips to readjust your spine, lifting of the shoulders, and just relaxing in Supta Baddha Konasana with your eyes closed here. Taking in all that hard work. Allowing your breath to find its more natural rhythm. And then with the use of your hands, gently guide the knees back up to center. Separate your feet so they're about the width of your mat. And just draw the knees in, windshield wipering the knees. Giving your hips that extra love for all the stretching that they did today. Finishing off with let's come into fish pose before we do our supine twist. Bringing your legs out in front of you. Placing your hands underneath your hips so that your hips are just kind of resting right there on your wrists. Legs are extended out in front of you, pressing down into your hands and your forearms. Gently lift your body up. Your heart is reaching up towards the sky and your head is just gently resting back, just gently touching the ground. And just staying here for a few cycles of breath. Slowly lowering all the way down, removing your hands, pulling your knees into your chest. Finding a supine twist, a gentle twist would be keeping your knees in together as you bring them to your right side. If you want to come a little bit deeper, cross your left knee over your right knee. Bringing your arms out to the side, whichever direction your knees or your way your knees are, and slowly bring them over to the right. Sending your gaze to the left, readjusting your hands and your shoulders for a more comfortable twist. Breathing into your twist. Using your core to help guide you back up to center. Uncross your knees, right knee on top of your left knee or keeping your knees together. Slowly bringing your knees over to the left. Gaze to your right. Closing your eyes. And just imagining that your body is just a towel being wrung out. It feels so good. And coming back in through center. Hug the knees into the chest one more time. Full body stretch as you reach your legs out in front. Reach your arms behind. Stretch here. Relaxing your arms down by your sides. Separate your feet. Allow the edges or the sides of your feet to just splay open. And just relaxing every part of your body from head to toe, starting with your face. Letting go of any tension you're holding on to. Soften your jaw, relax your tongue. Allow your shoulders, arms, and fingers to be heavy. Relaxing your hips. Relaxing your legs and your feet. Letting go of distractions in your mind. Allowing yourself to surrender to stillness and gravity. If you'd like to stay in your Shavasana longer, feel free to pause or just stay here. If you want to follow me out, Take your time as you find some movement in your fingers and your toes. Full body stretch as you reach your fingers back, reaching your toes forward. Knees into the chest. Massaging your low back is on the ground. Finding some movement in your toes, bringing circles. Coming onto one side, either your left or your right, gently guiding yourself up with the use of your hands, or rocking forward and back several times to find your comfortable seat. Finishing off with a passage or a poem. It really resonated with me, and I think it will with many of us during what we're facing in the world right now. This is by Leslie Dwight. What if 2020 isn't canceled? What if 2020 is the year we've been waiting for? A year so uncomfortable, so painful, so scary, so raw, that it finally forces us to grow. A year that screams so loud, finally awakening us from our ignorant slumber. A year we finally accept the need for change. Declare change, work for change, become the change. A year we finally band together instead of pushing each other further apart. 2020 isn't canceled, but rather the most important year of them all. Thank you so much for joining me today. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful day, your beautiful week, month, and year. Namaste.